Most people don't actually have a food problem. They have a relationship problem with food. And fearful foods are one of the clearest signs of that. Fearful foods aren't inherently bad foods or off-limit foods. They're foods that carry meaning, guilt, anticipation, shame, relief, control, rebellion. When food starts carrying emotional charge, it stops behaving like nourishment and starts behaving like a coping mechanism. And the body feels that immediately. Fearful foods usually develop quietly, often after years of restriction, dieting, or trying to do things right. When you restrict something long enough, your brain doesn't forget about it, it elevates it. Restriction doesn't create discipline in the nervous system, it creates scarcity. And scarcity creates urgency. Urgency drives overeating. Overeating creates shame. Shame pushes people right back into restriction. That loop has nothing to do with weakness. It's biology trying to protect you from perceived deprivation. Then we layer emotion on top of that. Food becomes predictable when life isn't. It becomes comfort when you're overwhelmed, relief when you're exhausted, distraction when you're overstimulated, control when things feel chaotic. Sometimes it becomes rebellion because you're on plan all the time. That creates pressure, and pressure always looks for a release valve. Food is just the easiest one, and without structure, food becomes the decision maker instead of the tool. This is where people get stuck, thinking they need more awareness, more tracking, more rules, more avoidance. But awareness without regulation doesn't create control. Tracking macros doesn't resolve emotional eating. Cutting sugar doesn't heal your nervous system. Avoiding alcohol doesn't teach restraint. Structure does. Systems do. Regulation does. And this matters especially when we talk about processed foods, sugar, and alcohol. Not because they're evil, but because of how they interact with your physiology and psychology. Ultra-processed foods are designed to be extremely easy to overeat. They digest quickly, don't keep you full for long, stimulate the brain far more than the body, and give very little nutritional feedback. They don't ask your body if it's hungry. They bypass those signals and tell your brain to keep going. Sugar on its own isn't the villain, but frequent, isolated sugar, especially without protein or context, disrupts appetite cues. It spikes blood sugar fast, drops it just as quickly, and leaves you chasing another hit. Alcohol isn't the devil either, but it lowers inhibition, disrupts sleep, increases appetite, slows recovery, and interferes with fat metabolism. None of these are a problem occasionally. They become a problem when they're used emotionally, frequently, and without intention.